Hello, we are Emily, Chase, Ian, Sheila, James, and Cooper presenting on WeHaul, a private consumer recreational vehicle concierge company that specializes in the storage and transport of boats. We provide an intimate service to clients with timely and quality service. Here is our roadmap for today. First, we're going to deal with the problem and our solution, the competition and how we are different, our risk reduction testing, our financials and funding needed, and finally, our vision and future growth.
Our company saw multiple problems within the recreational boating industry, especially the stress of delivering and transporting recreational water equipment, like boats and jet skis. And at WeHaul, boat storage and transports eliminate that stress and hassle for our customers. We provide delivery, towing, storage, rental, maintenance, and cleaning to those who use our service. We value that customers are always on the go and transporting equipment can be very difficult, but with our services, from having experienced drivers that provide safe delivery to your desired destination, helps the customer enjoy a hassle-free experience for their activities planned that day.
The main competitors for WeHaul currently are storage facilities in Utah that offer hauling as an add-on service. One of these companies is Utah Water Sports. You can see at the bottom their valet service. They offer, in addition to storage, services like winterization as well as boat hauling. Another company is called Full Service Storage. They offer obviously storage and hauling as an add-on service as well. But they mention on their website that they only have one driver and they ask people to schedule well in advance to try and get that service on the day that they want it. So they're very limited in their capacity. So the differentiator for WeHaul would be that our focus is on the hauling. With a fleet of drivers, we would be able to reach untapped customers that don't have their boats stored at a storage facility but keep them at home. And then also we would be able to be more flexible to meet demand, and we could potentially partner with these storage facilities and places like marinas to provide this service to their customers without them having to have the fixed cost of salaried employees and drivers on their books.
We've tried to pull out all the stops to eliminate risk in our business here, and eliminating risk is and will continue to be a top priority. So after a lot of thought and testing, we've summed up three main areas of high risk. Those being, is hiring a transport service really safer, really better for people? And will boat owners pay for that service? And how will we find employees that can keep up to the task as well? Because we know that can be a challenge. So first off, we believe it is more efficient and much, much safer for boat owners and others on the road as well if they employ our services. We compiled a survey through SurveyMonkey and found that 55% of individuals that were tested have experienced driving a motor vehicle with a trailer in the back of it or a boat. Of that 55%, over 81% said that they would feel safer with a hired professional driver. But the question now is, will they pay for that feeling of safety and comfort and that convenience? We believe they will. To prove that they will, we included in our survey the question of whether or not these people who have actually towed some toys or boats before, if they felt confident in their ability to drive a motor vehicle while towing. 18% answered affirmatively, 27% said heck no, and the rest said maybe. And I don't know about you, but I don't want to drive on the highway with someone who is maybe confident that they can tow that large object behind them. And we also looked into discover how important safety is to people, and we looked into the auto industry, and Consumer Reports in April 2018 discovered, through a survey of over 5,000 people in the market for a car, they discovered that people were willing to pay big bucks for safety features over fuel economy or things like other gadgets in their vehicles. It was the main thing they were looking for. Over 51% of individuals that were surveyed said it was their top priority. So that's a priority for most buyers. And the Chicago Tribune actually a few days ago came out with an article that solidified that fact by finding that drivers are willing to pay $2,000 to $3,000 more on a vehicle with enhanced safety tech. So we believe safety is one of our most valuable features, and it will really drive people to us to increase our business. We're also very confident that we can hire smart and steady employees. We got some invaluable guidance from an interview with David Allred, who is the Director of Management Services at CR England Trucking. It's the biggest of its competitors here in Utah, according to Fuel Oil. So we asked him what the biggest risks he faced in his industry of trucking there, as it somewhat relates to ours, especially with driver retention. And he mentioned these two major factors, which are accidents and the liability they face there, and turnover of employees. It was actually really enlightening to hear how they responded to these two major risks of their profitability. And when it comes to accidents, they really focus on driver training. In fact, when other companies can snag a England trucker, it's quite a feat because of their awesome training they have. They love it when they can grab those England truckers. And also, they even require their executives, such as Dave, to obtain their CDL to learn more about what these truckers go through and to relate to them better. And so towing a boat doesn't require a special license. So we face much less liability, and the process is much less rigorous. But due to this interview, we have decided to enforce special training of our drivers to decrease any accidents that we could possibly have and decrease that risk. But to decrease turnover ratios, Dave mentioned that they look for specific applicants. And he says they've been super successful with disciplined military men and women veterans. Just that discipline has been astounding and has really led to successful long careers as drivers. He says also people who've kept a job for a long time have been successful, as well as people with degrees, high school even, university or trade schools have been successful because they've stuck with something. He says drivers do well as they stick to it. As a result of learning this information, we'll be doing the same thing and looking for those same values in employees that we prospect.
Here are our financial projections and key metrics. This is all based on a $150,000 seed investment. We'll sustain ourselves until about 6 months in, and then we'll have to go for another round of funding. Over 3 years, we'll make $323,000, 5 years projected over $1 million. These are all based on these assumptions I'll hit later. Equipment, we're going to have boats, trailers. This accounts for miles driven, average distance in between where people live and the water or area they're recreating in, how long it's going to take. Based on how long it's going to take is we calculate the humans necessary to operate that. We'll have 5 boats, so 5 plus drivers at any given time, people in the boathouse to maintain and operate and clean, operations staff, and then administrative staff. We'll spend anywhere from $10,000 to about $50,000 per month on humans as we scale. We'll spend $1,500 a month marketing. That's for a website, advertising, and just general marketing trade show expenses over time. This is based on a $25,000 per month property where we're able to store anywhere from 35 boats indoor to 150 boats outdoor. We'll start at 4 indoor, 5 outdoor, and grow up to those previously said numbers. Everything has been done with surge planning for weekends. 8 days per month will be the optimal use days that people will want to be using their boats. So this is a scalable business accounting for high use days.
Reflecting on our vision and projected growth, there are 3 main areas of importance: seasonality, scale, and potential partnerships. As we have begun by focusing on boating-based services, we realize the seasonality of the industry. In order to maintain profitability during the winter months, we will look to expand to winter recreation, such as snowmobiles. We will also offer boat maintenance, repairs, and storage in the winter in order to retain boat-owning customers. Our next focus point is scale of the business. Growing WeHaul will require an expansion of resources. This means that we will need more storage space, more drivers, a greater radius of delivery, and multiple locations within the state of Utah and surrounding states. Third, the future growth of our company will be aided by mutually beneficial partnerships. For example, we would like to partner with insurance companies that provide boating insurance in order to acquire customers and create name recognition in the field. Additionally, we could partner with with the National Park Service to ensure safe and eco-friendly practices in the protected lands, which in return would expand our customer base. All of these expansion opportunities would provide WeHaul with the means necessary to become a successful company.